Hello students, welcome to my online classroom. Today in this video I am going to teach you My Mother 866. This poem is composed by Kamala Das. Kamala Das is an Indian writer. She was born in 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. She wrote many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name of Medhavi Kutty. She is also known for her originality and versatility. Let me tell you that what is the setting of this poem. Actually, once when Kamala Das was on her way to Cochin airport and her mother was sitting beside her. So this is the place where this thought came in her mind and she composed this beautiful poem, My Mother 866. Through this poem, the poet is wanted to convey one message that aging is the natural process. So after becoming old, elderly people of our family or in our surrounding, what they are expecting from the young one and what is the responsibility of young one for the old people. This is the message through this poem the poet wanted to give us. So the major or central theme of the poem is there. Aging is a natural process of life and fear of loss and fear of loss and separation associate with it. This is the major theme of this poem. Now let's move on to the poem. Please open your book also and follow me line by line. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Poet is going to Cochin airport and this was Friday and the time was morning. The poet may be driving her car and her mother may be sitting beside her. At that time, she looked at her mother's face. I saw my mother's beside me. So she looked at her mother. What she is looking? She looked that dozing open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse and realized with pain. So when she looked at her mother's face, so what she looked? That her mother was sleeping and her mouth was open. She did not close her mouth and the face was looking glowless, like ash. There is no glow, looking very pale and dull. She is comparing her mother's face like a corpus, means the face of a dead person. No glow, no shining, no vitality. And after looking her mother's face, she realized a kind of pain at her heart. Which kind of pain may come? So pain, when the pain means to lose her mother or to get separate from her mother. So this was the pain she realized. So she thought that because what she is telling that she was as old as she looked but soon. One more thought came that her mother really became very old. And really she was looking also very old after looking her face. That time this thought came and this thought made her to think some other things also. Other things means immediately she thought that her mother became very old and she may die also. So the thought of the death of her mother came and this thought made her very unhappy. Put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting. So the poet wanted to remove this thought out of her mind. So what she did, Immediately she looked out through the window of her car. So when she looked outside, so what she noticed? Young trees sprinting. Outside of the car there may be many things, but she is noticing that young trees is sprinting. Sprinting means running. So you know that tree can't run, but whenever you move or you will in the car or in the train, so you notice that all outer objects appear that they are running at your backside. So the trees were also running backside. So she is telling that trees is sprinting. The merry children spilling out of their homes. One more thing she noticed, that merry means happy. Happy children spilling out of their home. So the happy children were coming out of their home or houses. So they may be playing and enjoying. So they were very happy. But after that airport's security check, standing a few yards. Here one more thing let me tell you here. So here what the poet, how these lines are composed. So you can notice here that inside the car, what is how she felt there inside the car. She looked at her mother, and mother is very old. But outside when she looked, so outside she is telling that young trees are there. So here contrast of old and young. Mother is old but tree is young outside. When the thought came that her mother will die, so the poet is unhappy here. She is very sad. But outside who are very happy? Children are very happy. So here again how she is having very beautiful contrast of happy and sad, happiness and sadness. So this is very beautiful composition here. Afterward, but after the airport security check, and in this way they reached to the airport, and after reaching there, the poet went inside for security check, or for we can say boat checking, and her mother left outside, and in some distance she is standing yard away. I looked again at her wan pale. Wan means glowless, pale. There is no vitality. And when again she looked at her mother's face, so the face was looking colorless. There were no shining, no glow, and looking very pale, as late winter's moon, and felt that old. She is comparing that her mother's face was looking like the late winter's moon, just like the in the winter season late night moons may lost its shining because of the phase or fogs. So her mother's face also has lost its glow and shining and looking very pale. Here she is also comparing to her mother's face and feeling that really she became very old. And when she realized that really her mother is very very old, familiar ache, the ache means the pain that was always coming in her mind. So again the same type of pain she experienced. My childhood's fear, and when she was small child and which type of fear she was experiencing, that fear again came in her mind. What may be the fear? That the fear of losing her mother, because her mother became very old. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. But all I said means all the emotions, feeling of fear and pain, these all things she has hidden. She did not expose these things on her face, and happily she is expressing in very happily she is telling that see you soon, Amma. And she is telling that see you soon means she will meet to her mother very soon. And she is also trying to remove all negative thought out of her mind. She is thinking that nothing will be wrong. After some time, or again when next time when she will come, so she will meet to her mother. And what thought came in her mind, like this, nothing will happen. All I did was smile and smile and smile. And afterward, at the time of her departure, she kept smiling. When she was looking at her mother, so just she was smiling and smiling only. She did not show her pain or any kind of fear or emotion on her face, and in this way she got departed. She went back to her home, and her mother might have come back to her home. In this way, this poem is completed. Student, here to decorate their poems, poets are using some kind of devices. Many kind of devices are there, but here I am telling you, here poet is using 2-3 kind of devices. Let me tell you here in the second stanza when she looked at her mother's face. So please underline this line. Does open mouth her face ashen like that of a corpse and realize with pain. So here you can like her face ashen like that. Here she is comparing her mother's face to ash. Face is like ash and face again compared as the face of corpus. So here the comparison is there, very complete comparison is there. This is called simile. So here you can write poetic device is used here, simile. And here in this page last stanza, young trees sprinting. You know that trees can't run. Sprinting means running. But here in the poem it's telling that the trees running. Running means they are behaving or acting like person. So here personification poetic device is used by the poet. You can underline this line also. And here you come on to the last stanza here. When the poet is saying that I looked again at her wan pale as late winter's moon. Here the poet is telling that her mother's face is very wan or pale and face is looking like as a late winter's moon. Underline this line. Here she is comparing her mother's face to a late winter's moon. So here again simile poetic device is used here, and come at the last line. All I did was smile and smile and smile. Here you notice that one word came 3 times, smile, smile and smile. So wherever repetition of one word will come, so this is called repetition. It is also one poetic device. So in this way, in these 4-5 lines, the poet is using this poetic device. This is the end of this poem. Dear student, I hope you would like this video, and if you like and if you want to watch my videos, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon so that you can get notification of my all new upload videos. Thank you for watching.